Welcome to the Living in Liberty YouTube channel. My name's Elizabeth Atevria, and I'm the founder of Living in Liberty, a nonprofit in Pittsburgh that helps women transition out of a life of sex trafficking. Today, we're going to talk about trafficked women and their experiences and what they feel about their experiences of being trafficked. Each trafficked woman has a unique and personal experience to themselves. While there are some common denominators or common themes to the stories that come out of their exit, to the way that they got into being trafficked and the way that they exited trafficking, but each one is unique and very complex. Not each person entered trafficking in exactly the same way. There are certain complexities to it, and each one did not exit in the same way. They have their own unique story around their exit as well. So to try to put everybody in a box and say it looks all the same, it does an injustice to the women that we serve. But there are some common themes and feelings around the way that these women feel after learning and exiting their trafficking situations. And there's two common themes that I'm going to talk about today. One is the feeling of being deceived, and the other is the feeling of shame. These are two big things that our women have to deal with after they leave trafficking and come to terms with. First one is the feeling of being deceived, or the deception that their trafficker has, done to them. Their trafficker has lied to them and manipulated them and not told them the truth. And so once they come to the understanding about that they were being trafficked and that they were being lied and manipulated, this has to be dealt with. They have a hard time then trusting people, even trusting people that are trying to help them. We have to work very hard to build that trust with the women that we serve. It's a long process, and it takes time because they have to survive in the life they have had to learn to navigate in these kinds of situations where there's a lot of manipulation and deception. And to know that someone genuinely cares about them and wants the best for them takes a while to build that relationship and rapport with the women we serve. It doesn't happen right away. It's a long process. So deception and coming to terms with that is an important part of working with the women that we serve. Another part is dealing with the shame that they feel after exiting. Once they are able to reflect on all the things that happened to them while they were being trafficked, they often feel shame about those things, because sometimes maybe they feel like they made decisions that made them complicit in it, or just the fact of the things that happened. And one of the things we here at Living in Liberty make sure to do is we don't make any woman that we work with who's been trafficked feel obligated to share their story. That's their personal story. And we don't have to know all the details of what happened while they were being trafficked to help them. They need to feel safe and secure and loved for just who they are and not needing to hear what happened. Now, is there a place and a time for them to share that story? Yes. Probably with a counselor or a therapist, helping them work through some of the trauma and some of the shame that they're feeling around that. Our important task in coming alongside these women is helping them build up their identity in Christ, their identity in who they are, that they are important and valuable, and they are not identified by the trauma and the things that have happened to them. They're not identified by shame, and that they are more than the sum of the things that happened to them. That they have a new, life in front of them, and that we can move beyond the things that happened in the past. Now, this is a long process. We don't expect them to do this overnight. This building trust and getting beyond the shame take a long time to heal and come to terms with. And it's really making the women feel loved and safe in developing this new life outside of being trafficked, of being deceived, and of the shame from the things that happened to them during trafficking. Well, I hope you learned something today. I'm always excited to share. I'm so passionate about the issue of helping women out of trafficking and the work that we do here at Living in Liberty. If you could like, subscribe, and share this video, as well as the YouTube channel, that would just be wonderful. I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you will join again next week. Have a wonderful week. Take care.